In today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can get an exceptional deal on the EDC knife I've been carrying for almost 18 months now. I'm talking about the First Edge TrackLock. That's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So, I'm going to tell you in this video how you can get a really great deal on the EDC knife that I've been carrying for around 18 months. That again is the First Edge TrackLock folding knife. This knife comes in three versions. It comes in the automatic, which I've got here. It comes in an assisted opening, which I've got here. And it comes in a manual opening too, which I don't have one of to show you right now. But basically, it's just, I got all the bases covered depending on how much freedom you have where you live. So, let me give you a real quick backstory of how this came about, and then I'll tell you how you can save some really serious money and get a really great deal on one of these knives at an unbelievable price, in my opinion. So, I met these folks at Blade Show 2016 and took a look at some of their stuff, and I was really impressed by it. The first knife that I looked at there was this survival knife, big survival knife, and it's the 5050, and this knife is actually being issued in some, I think, survival kits or training kits, mission kits for United States, we'll call them special operations soldiers. So, but I know this knife is being literally put in some of their kits, so it's pretty solid stuff. But while we were there, they were kind enough to send me home with this knife, which is the TrackLock folding model. And real quickly, I want to go into all the details. You can check out the other video if you want to know the details, but it has a very unique, innovative, patented lock system, which this lock actually goes completely through the blade and the frame. It is super strong. And whether they have this in three models, the automatic, assisted, or manual, they all have the same lock system, and it's just crazy strong. I like the automatic because I live in Georgia and we have enough freedom here that I'm allowed to carry one. So anyway, they sent me home one of these, and I just to check it out and test it out, and I was doing so and having a great time with it, really liking it, using it. And another YouTuber posted a video of this knife, and I think it was the manual, but it might have been assisted opening, but it's the same knife with the same blade shape. And long story short, he wound up sticking it in a pallet, and it was he said it was a wet pallet. The pallet had been out in the weather, and doing this right here and snapped the tip off, and it snapped off about like right there, right? So, a lot of drama ensued, as always happens when anything like that happens on YouTube, because this was not a very cheap knife. At the time of his video, this was about a $300 knife. Now, the deal that I'm going to tell you about in just a minute is not even close to that, so you'll see why it's such a good deal. But anyway, it's like a $300 knife. Then there was all this rip-off stuff and this junk and blah, all the drama that goes on anytime something happens on YouTube, right? So, but to their credit, First Edge, they redesigned the knife, and they kind of basically changed the Tonto blade. It's hard for me to do this on the camera, but something maybe like that. They put a little bit of another angle up here just to strengthen the tip a little bit. So they wound up with some stock of these particular knives that were not the new improved model, and wasn't really sure what to do with them. So I've been talking to them over the last few months, and I'll be honest with you, I've been using this particular blade shape for a year and a half with no problems, none whatsoever. Now, I have not tried to break down any pallets with it, but I have done some what I would consider pretty rough knife stuff with it. So let me give you the quick history of my experience with them. So this is the first one I got, and it was I got this in January of 2016. I carried it every day for probably 4 months, and then it just turned up missing. But I used it like I would use a pocket knife. I opened boxes with it, I cut stuff with it, I sharpened pencils with it, I probably cut some drywall with it because I do work in construction a little bit, and every now and then I have to cut a hole in the wall. Anyway, I wound up losing it, so they were kind enough at Blade Show to give me one with a serrated edge. This one, for sure, I've carried almost daily for a solid year. Now, not every day, because I've tried out a few other knives, but I would say 75% of the time, this has been my daily carry knife. And if I'm going out to do some work, it's definitely the one that I carry in my pocket. This knife here has cut drywall. It has cut construction. I've carved wood with it. I've done all kinds of stuff with it. You can see the blade is not broken. Everything is good. I have not tried to break down any pallets with it, nor do I intend to. So this has been my daily carry knife for at least a year. Together, it gives them 18 months of service with these things with no issues whatsoever. I like the automatic because I got something in my hand, I can just open it and close it one-handed pretty easy. Another thing I want to show you, they also, I got a assisted opening from them, and I carried this knife on a week-long kayak trip in salt water. I had this one with me because I honestly didn't want to lose the automatic, and salt water, didn't rinse it off, didn't clean it off or anything. And I'll show you the only issue with this knife, the only place there's any kind of corrosion or rust is right there on the lettering, and right there, because I didn't clean it, and that's just where they laser etch it, so it could probably cause something there. But this is really, I'm talking about salt water for a solid week. Functions perfect. Anyway, all that being said, I did all that rambling just to tell you that, you know what, unless you're breaking down pallets, this is a killer knife. So they've actually since lowered the regular price on these knives for the manual to $139, for the assisted opening to $149, and for the automatic to $199. So they did have a pretty big price reduction, because I guess they just, you know, $300 knife is a lot for a lot of people to choke. So maybe $150, $200 is a little better. But still, how about $100? This $100 to me sounds even better. So here's the deal. I was talking with the folks at First Edge for the last couple of months about how I really like them. I think they're a great company. How I could help them, help you, and maybe help myself a little bit too. So this is what we come up with. You're gonna be able to buy any of these knives you want for 99 bucks, including free shipping. Full disclosure, I'm going to get a percentage of that sale. That's going to be a win-win-win in my opinion. First Edge is going to be able to get rid of their back stock that's just sitting there taking up space, not bringing them any money in. They at least cover their manufacturing cost on putting this knife out. I'm going to get a little commission off each knife to help keep the doors open here at Survival on Purpose, and you're going to get the opportunity to get a really nice knife for $100. Now you can spend $100 on a lot less knife than this, I assure you. Again, this is LMAX steel, G10 handle, and a patented TrackLock system. Here's how it's going to work. Because the regular price of these knives is not the same in the way their shopping cart is, we had to do it this way. And I'll put all this information in the description, but here's how it's going to work. When you go to their website, and if you want the manual, you click on it, you take it to the shopping cart, you enter your coupon code 99 manual, and you'll be able to get the manual for 99 bucks. Same thing with the assisted opening. Go to the assisted opening page, put it in the shopping cart, 99 assist. You'll be able to get it for 99 bucks. If you want an automatic, which I highly recommend, because first of all, this thing is normally 200 bucks regular price right now, and it is super cool. To get this knife for 100 bucks is crazy. But if you do want an auto and you live somewhere you can do that, because they're a California-based company, they're not allowed to sell automatic knives in California. So, and they have to agree to that to maintain their business license, I guess, whatever, in California. So, if you want to buy an automatic, if you click on that, it's going to take you to a page that says basically they're going to connect you with a dealer. But there's a spot on there for a coupon code. You put in there 99 auto, and the dealer they're going to connect you with is them. So if you're in California, I'm sorry, they cannot sell you an automatic knife. If you're anywhere else, the dealer that will contact you will be First Edge. You'll get an email from them, and they will take you through the process of how you can get your automatic knife or automatic knives for 99 bucks. I'll tell you, if it were me and you really like these, I would probably get more than one, because when they're gone, they are gone. So they have limited quantities of all these knives. Once these knives are gone, they are not going to make any more of this particular style. They've already changed it. These are just existing stock. They've changed all their machining. So if you want one of these knives, I would suggest that you go ahead and get on it, because I'm not sure how many they have or how many have been sold, but quantities are limited. But until they run out, you can get a really great deal on a really great knife, in my opinion, for 99 bucks. And again, I'm not just saying that because I'm making a little money off these things. I've been carrying this knife here with the serrations for about a year. I've cut drywall with it. I have done all kinds of stuff with it, and it is still, I've never sharpened this thing. Now, it probably is not shaving sharp now, but it's still plenty stinking sharp. This LMAX steel just plain rocks. And, you know, I mean, come on. If you want to get yourself a really nice knife at a really bargain price, just go to the link below or the link right up here. Check out First Edge Knives. Use the coupon codes in the description. You can get one of these knives for 99 bucks. Honestly, I think they make great Christmas presents, birthday presents. If you got anybody in your life that likes knives, they would really appreciate this. Once again, thanks to the folks at First Edge for working with me, so we can have a win-win-win, and you can benefit, I can benefit, and they can benefit, and everybody wins, which I think is always a good deal. So, as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. You can check out a new one by clicking right here. If you're not subscribed, please click down here. I'll notify you whenever I have a new video. I appreciate all your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.